everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you about the time I royally embarrassed myself in front of this guy at work. So to start off, a little context is needed. So I work in a restaurant in my hometown, and it's a really good restaurant. So there are chefs and there are sous chefs. And one of the sous chefs is really cute, right? He's tall, he's Hispanic, he has this flippy hair, and he cooks, which is always a plus, am I right? So anyways, whenever we're both on the clock, we kind of are flirting throughout the night. Sometimes I'll catch his eye and he'll catch my eye, and we'll just kind of smirk and smile or whatever, right? But this one night in particular, it was a few months ago, this one night, the flirtation was on a whole nother level. It was crazy, right? So whenever I would walk past where he was cooking, I would look at him, and he would already be looking at me, and I would turn away and giggle, and he would chuckle or something, and it was just cute, right? It was just adorable. So later that night, I decided to kind of see where it goes. So I had made up my mind already that I was going to try to talk to him at some point during the night, right? But I clocked out, it was 11 at night, I clocked out and was walking through the back gate at the restaurant, and he was back there too, getting firewood for the fireplace that we have in the kitchen. So I say goodbye, and he says goodbye, and I just keep walking. I can kind of lose my nerve, right? And I'm halfway to my car, and I'm you know what, Chelsea, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You think he's cool, he seems to be into you, or whatever. What's the worst that can happen? You're gonna talk to him, and he's gonna reject you, say he already has a girlfriend, whatever, right? So I turn around and walk back into the gate, and just kind of hey, how old are you? You know? Because age is a really big thing that's been a problem for me. You know, I've been working in the restaurant industry for a few years now, and no matter where I am, people, coworkers and guests alike, mistake me for being older, and so sometimes they'll come on to me when I'm underaged or whatever, and it's just not something that I want to get into with them. Anyway, so I ask him how old are you? And he kind of just looks at me. He's and in my head, I'm thinking, okay, so maybe he didn't hear me, maybe I didn't speak loud enough, maybe I didn't articulate enough. So logically, I say it again. I say it again, and I say it louder. I'm how old are you? Right? Again, he just looks at me, and he just has this, it's not even a look of confusion, it's just kind of a blank face, he doesn't care. And so I'm what? What's going on? Right? So I ask again, I'm your age, how old are you? And he looks at me, he's my English, no. Guys, when I tell you how embarrassed I was, I just sat there for a good minute, just speaking loudly to this person, thinking that they just couldn't hear me or couldn't understand what I was saying just because I was speaking fast or whatever, or maybe I was nervous. No, he just doesn't speak English. It's just my luck that, I think this guy's really cute and he doesn't speak English, which is perfectly fine, but I don't speak Spanish either, so I didn't really know what to do. So I just was oh, that's okay. That's perfectly fine. You have a great night. And walked away. And I think about it now, and that must have been so mortifying for him as it was for me to sit there and just kind of yell at this person. Not really yell, but yell at this person. And asking them how old they are when they have no idea what I'm talking about. So that was a little bad. But to make matters worse, I embarrassed myself again in front of him or to him the next week, right? So at my restaurant, we have a hallway that leads from the front of the kitchen to the back of the kitchen, and then one that intersects it in do is we say corner when we're about to round a corner, because you know the hallways are really small, can only fit one person comfortably. So I was about to say corner when I hear corner, and it's the same dude, right? So he's coming in this direction and steps in this way. So then we're like looking at each other, and he's holding this like heavy, hot cast iron like stove top, because that's what we cook with. He's holding one in a rag, and I can tell it's hot because he's like trying not to like grip it, and I can tell it's heavy because he's kind of like straining a little bit. So I'm standing there empty-handed, just kind of like standing in front of him, and just standing there looking at him, and he's standing there looking at me. And it's just awkward because we're just kind of like looking at each other, and I don't really know what's going on. I'm thinking he's trying to get somewhere, but I don't understand like where he's trying to go. So I'm just kind of standing there waiting for him to move because I don't want to get in his way, right? So we're standing there for a good like 30 seconds, and eventually he like takes the cast iron stovetop that he has and like swings it in my direction. And I'm standing there, and I just it doesn't comprehend in my head what's going on. So I'm standing there and I'm like, what? I say to him, I'm like, what? And he swings it again. And it clicks. It's like a light bulb goes off in my head. And I'm like, oh, you're trying to get this way. You're trying to get behind me. So I just been standing in his way for almost a minute and just staring at him, not really doing anything, having a job that I'm supposed to be doing at the moment, while he's carrying this hot cast iron stovetop, and I'm just like in his way. I'm just in his way, and I apologized profusely. I was like, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm just so sorry. And I try to like move, and he just like kind of like laughs at me. Like, I don't know if he like knows what I said, but like he knows that I know that I messed up. And so he just kind of starts laughing at me and walks away, and I'm like, okay, good talk, buddy. So I kind of just embarrassed myself immensely in front of him and to him in the span of 2 weeks. And I still have to work with him on a daily basis. Just about every day I have to go into work and see him and interact with him in the kitchen. And it's awkward. To say the least, it's very awkward. But every once in a while we still like catch each other's eyes, but it doesn't mean anything because this dude has a whole girlfriend. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Nothing. Absolutely nothing, apparently. Because that's not something I'm trying to deal with, you know? Anyways, the moral of the story is a few things, really. 1, look at the puzzle pieces that are being played, that are placed on the table for you, you know? So I saw the pieces, and I constructed my own puzzle, my own picture, so to speak. And that just wasn't the reality. And if I had maybe picked up some signs, picked up some social cues, then maybe I would have noticed that this dude doesn't actually know what I'm saying whenever I'm talking to him. I just didn't realize that he actually doesn't know anything that I've said to him up until that point, which is embarrassing. And 2, be aware of your surroundings, because maybe if I had, again, noticed the clues and the signs that this dude was trying to get past me, maybe I wouldn't have awkwardly stood in front of him for over a minute while he's carrying a hot, heavy stovetop. I don't know. Maybe that was a solution, and maybe that was a possibility. But I guess it's something that I need to work on, and something that if I can improve on will make my life so much easier, to say the least. So if you thought anything that I said today was funny, or you thought it was just embarrassing as I believed it to be, please let me know in the comments. Also, if you could like and subscribe to my channel, that would be splendid. And I think that's it for now. I'll catch you guys later. Adios.